Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. There's a certain irony in this story because Rachel Reeves says that she's not happy with the amount of growth that Britain has achieved in the last 3 months. You know, the first 3 months of a Labour government. Well, don't shit in the bed and complain about the smell, Rachel. Official figures show that the British economy, in its supposed rebound from recession, and it was rebounding quite well under Rishi, and has now fallen back to growth of 0.05%. In other words, barely any growth at all. It's just not happening, is it? It's not happening. And of course, it won't happen when your party brings in policies designed specifically to destroy the economy. You again can't moan that the economy isn't growing. When you're bringing in taxes designed to stop investment, when you're bringing in punitive taxes that drive the rich away and they take their money with them, when you're adding the cost of hiring people so high that not only are they not hiring, they're actually getting rid of people. When unemployment starts to rise, when company failures grow by 67%, what do you think is going to happen to the economy? And when you've got a woman who calls herself an economist and yet has never been an economist, and who thinks that she knows best when it comes to finance, being allowed to get away with things that are clearly insane, but of which she must know in advance are insane, because the officials around her will have told her, if you do this, this will happen, and she chooses to do it anyway, then she's not sitting there, I think, surprised that the economy is not growing. I think she's rather disappointed that it's not shrinking, because everything they're doing, I think, is deliberate. I think they are deliberately driving the UK into the ground. They don't want investment. They don't want rich people. They don't want anyone who can have power and influence. They want a downtrodden, beaten, poverty-induced, misery-soaked population that they can grind into the dirt under their jackboots. Now, the Office for National Statistics said that growth in the July to September period was just 0.1%, giving an annual rise of 0.5. It should have been higher, but that drop slaughtered it. And so a 0.1 growth in a quarter is basically nothing. It is literally nothing. If you add on inflation, it's actually a fall. Now, the statistics agency said overall output in September shrank, a development that's likely to fuel accusations from critics, of course. They've talked the economy. They're tanking the economy deliberately. And of course, with the next quarter coming after the budget, where things really are starting to bite and where daily companies are closing doors, firing people, and etc., do not hold much hope. Britain will go into recession if it's not already there. And so if you are someone who's tight on money, don't take debts. Do not take out any debts. Clear your debts. It's always the way, though. Labour get in power and screw the economy. Now, she says that it was necessary to raise taxes in the budget, and boy, did she raise them to such a point that the Laffer curve, and I've talked about this on other videos, the Laffer curve will kick in and the amount of tax she raises will fall. Then she has that bright idea of taxing public schools, which is ending up going to cost the country millions upon millions of pounds. But again, Rachel the Wise knows best. There is not one policy that Labour have brought in, social, legal, or financial, ever since coming to power, that has made this country better. Not one. Not one that you can point at and say, oh, that's an improvement. Everything is continually getting shittier and shittier and the entire country is collapsing in front of our eyes. This isn't a long, slow downward trend. This is roller coaster collapse. And there's going to be a crash at the bottom. And if we don't do something about it, and do something about it now, it's going to be multi-generational. It may not ever recover in my lifetime, or even my son's. That's how bad this is. And we're letting it happen because we're not on the streets, because we're not there saying, out, out, out. We're not demanding another election. And we've got to change our voting system, or this country is truly screwed. Thanks very much. Bye.